Ooh, pretty colors. This episode, I'm jumping into soccer cards. Want to join me? Hello and welcome to the Soccer Collectible Show, the channel for the history and value of soccer memorabilia. My name is Jonathan Castner. I'm an appraiser with National Appraisal Consultants, and I'm a sports memorabilia specialist with Alder for Auction here in Pennsylvania. If you've already subscribed, thank you. If you haven't, feel free to click the subscribe button below. Contemporary sports memorabilia is hot right now, and sports cards, especially American baseball cards, are smoking. A Mike Trout rookie card recently sold for nearly $4 million at auction. So what does that mean for soccer cards? Well, soccer cards are selling very well too. Just take a look at these. Here we have $57,000 for this Pelé card from 1958, $15,000 for this Cristiano Ronaldo card from 2017, $12,000 for this Christian Pulisic card from 2018, and $10,000 for this Lionel Messi card from the same year. For me, this Pelé card is a bit undervalued, considering what he's meant to the game and sport in general. This card is essentially his rookie card. I don't consider Mike Trout to be his sporting equal, and Trout's card is, well, it's contemporary. American collectors, though, they're still driving the market, and baseball, at least in the US, is still king. Okay, if you're getting into the hobby for the first time, what should you do? What should you look out for? Here are my tips. First thing, make sure you look for the best players. Not the players you think might be good in the future, but the players who are good now. Second thing is, you need to look at the brands. Sometimes, some brands sell better than others. For the most part, Donruss and Panini do very well. Topps cards, not as much. The third thing you want to look at is you want to look at editions of cards. You want to look at the type of cards, whether these are special hologram cards or limited edition, or if these cards are signed. Those cards are generally going to bring more. The important thing to consider about sports cards is that we're looking for the print run. How many of these were made? The fewer made often can mean that these are much more valuable. So if we have a print run of maybe 5 and it's a rookie card and it's signed, it could be a very valuable card. On the other hand, if we have something called a press proof that is taken from the printing plate where the card was made, there's only one of that press proof that's made. That could be worth a lot or it could be worth a little. It really depends on the demand for that particular card. So I've already talked about buying individual cards, so what about buying packs? You can certainly do that. I just bought this group of cards for $30. You can also buy a set. A set is a complete group of cards by one brand in a particular year. A set may also be for a unique style, so one brand can technically have more than one set in a year. A set is usually made up of several hundred cards, and each set can cost anywhere from $50 to several $100s. Some collectors buy sets to save, either to sell or to let them appreciate in value so they can sell them later. Or they can pick out the best cards and have them slabbed and graded. When it comes to sports card value, condition is critical. That's why cards are graded on a scale from 1 to 10, with 1 being very poor to 10 being mint or just about perfect. Take a look at this card. It's creased in half and its corners are bent. This may be a 2. This just has slightly bent corners, so maybe it's a 4. This one looks perfect, right? The edges are a little soft, so maybe it's an 8.5. So how do you get a card graded? You send your card to a grading company like PSA or Beckett, and for a fee they will grade your card and provide a serial number so it can be logged into their database. So it's recorded permanently and can be verified regardless of who owns it. Let's take a look at how grading affects value. This signed Christian Pulisic card from 2018 is $750 in poor condition, $30 in excellent condition, and $187 in mint condition. These prices are taken from sales on eBay. Another thing to consider are special or limited edition cards. Your average cards are printed in the millions, some rarer cards in the thousands or hundreds. Just a handful of some editions are produced. With a press proof, only one card exists. The most valuable cards today are hologram or refractor cards, often signed and with a small patch of game-worn memorabilia like this Pulisic card. If you're a card manufacturer, it makes sense. You get a game-worn uniform, you cut it into 100 pieces, and you stuff it in with a signature, and you sell it for top dollar. Make sure you care for your cards. For average cards like these, you can put them in a box or an album if you get more. Better cards can get a special card sleeve. The best cards, those that are graded, can be placed in a sealed plastic case. Here we have Panini FIFA 365 cards from this year. There's 60 total cards. What do you think they're worth? Well, it's going to require a little bit of research, so I'll open them up and let you know before the next episode. But the one thing to keep in mind is that these cards have rounded corners. So what does that mean when it comes to grading? So will soccer cards continue to appreciate in value? Well, I think they will. But the most important thing that you can do as a collector is make sure that you collect quality and that you take care of your memorabilia. Soccer cards, like all collectible ephemera, are susceptible to damage from air and from light and from water. So you should keep them away from the elements. Keep them sealed in an album, a protective case, or for your very good cards, keep them sealed in a special plastic case. So that just about does it for this episode. But before I say goodbye, feel free to click the subscribe button below. And remember, if you have any interesting stories or any collectibles you'd like to share with us, email us. The email address is thesoccercollectibleshow, all one word, @gmail.com. Thanks for watching and be safe. Take care, everybody.